So why don't you tell me who the f you really are?
Show some damn respect.
Well, answer my question. Who are you?
Everything cleared up, Megan.
Hi.
You ready for the next step?
For now.
Let's do this.
Now that we got security to man Good Neighbor's sniper perches, the next step is to keep those boys armed. You've probably noticed ammunition isn't exactly a renewable resource these days, but I've got a workaround. There's a gunner facility outside Mass Bay Medical they use to manufacture ammo. The intel I've got says the facility isn't particularly well guarded, so we can kill two birds with one stone. Take out a gunner outpost and provide Good Neighbor the means to make their own ammo.
Sounds like an important step.
I'm gonna tag along with you on this one. The entrance to the place isn't exactly in plain sight. And besides, never hurts to have backup. Let me know when you're ready to head out. Something I can do for you?
Nothing else I needed.
You got it. What's up?
What?
Lock and load!
What?
You're not as soft as I thought.
Wrong place, wrong time, pal.
Nice shooting. You still in one piece?
I'm pretty beat up.
Let's get this equipment back to Hancock. Then I'm gonna hit the third rail for a bit. You're welcome to join me.
You're lying. I know it. Excuse me.
Something I can help with?
Got a minute?
Hey, old pal. Got some good news. We managed to round up some ammo manufacturing equipment from the gunner outpost over at Mass Bay Medical. The neighborhood watch should rest a bit easier knowing they aren't shooting blanks.
Then here's to a long road with plenty of ammo. We do have enough ammo, right?
Yeah, once we get the manufacturing equipment up and running. Most of the credit for the job belongs to our new friend here.
Pleasure was all mine.
You don't know how happy that makes me. Good Neighbor's just a bit safer thanks to the two of you.
So, with that out of the way, you feel like grabbing a drink with us at the third rail to celebrate?
Don't have time to chat. Mayoral duties and all that bull. But we'll talk again. I wouldn't recommend drinking from anything you find around here. Not to mention the smell.
Hey, you got something against Good Neighbor's bars all of a sudden? Speaking of which, you remember that time at the third rail when you were so drunk you tried to give CPR to a mannequin?
Yeah, of course. I remember that.
That's funny, because I don't. So why don't you tell me who the fuck you really are?
What are you trying to say? Show some damn respect.
Hancock's got enough self-esteem, he wouldn't pretend to remember non-existent events just to appease someone. And he sure as hell wouldn't be talking shit about his own town, much less refusing to break bread with friends. So answer my question. Who are you?
That's a bold statement.
So, you gonna enlighten me here? You take one too many blows to the skull, or you just acting like this for fun?
Calling it like I see it, stranger. Where's Hancock? And how long ago did you replace him? You got about 2 seconds to come clean.
Whoa, time out. You aren't talking sense. No one gets replaced in my town. Commonwealth's full enough of trouble as it is. Doesn't need you making any more of it.
Alright, prove it then. The last joke Hancock told me starts like this. A ghoul walks into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve ghouls here." What does the ghoul say?
I don't know. What was it again? Was I on something at the time?
Wrong answer. Time to get a better look inside that head of yours.
You wanna try me?
Love attention.
I wish there was some other way.
Time for you to clock out.
Get lost.
Ghoul walks into a bar. What?
Right there.
Hell of a load you're carrying.
My fight.
Better sell some to Daisy before someone swipes it.
Let me guess. You found a synth component, right?
I'm still in shock.
The mannerisms gave him away. Sarcasm's a tough personality trait for a synth to imitate. My bullshit detector went off as soon as he started talking. First time I've ever encountered a ghoul synth, though. Speaking of which, we gotta find out what happened to the real Hancock. Help me search around for any clues.
You know who kicked the ghouls out of Diamond City, right? That blowhard, Mayor McDonough.
That's it.
He'll get his one day. You watch.
Hi.
You find any clues?
I found this note. Here.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, so McDonough's a synth. No surprise there. This paragraph makes reference to a parking structure. Seems like an odd place to keep a prisoner. Unless... shit. If my hunch is right, this ain't good. Come on, we're taking a field trip over to West Roxbury.
Attempting an ambush.
Please stand still.
Ah! Face me, you coward!
How did you end up in there?
I don't know. You ever wonder if maybe you're a synth and don't know it? I got a lot of time I can't account for.
Tell me a joke.
So a ghoul walks into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve ghouls here." Ghoul says, "That's fine. Is the human fresh?"
Yeah, that's definitely the right guy. Good to see you again, old buddy. You gonna be alright?
Not my first time ending up next to a trash heap. Won't be my last.
Let's focus on what's next.
So, Hancock, to bring you up to speed, we've been busy. Morawski's dead, the Triggermen are under control, Hotel Rexford is being renovated, and the Neighborhood Watch is now manning the sniper perches.
Gotta be careful. Never know who you can trust these days.
Was always told I'd hit rock bottom. Not sure this is what they meant. Was the guy I grew up with the amoral piece of trash who gave the ghouls the boot? Or was that just some synth making a play for the city?
Hard to be sure.
When I'd first heard the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth, thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. All the pain, the fear, the loss the Institute's inflicted. Time we return the favor.
I think you're getting carried away.
Let's think about this for a second. The way I see it, we
Leave me
respond
alone.
in kind. No more, no less. The Institute...
Smart. Sometimes you just gotta murder a guy. Though I'm getting the distinct idea you got the same plan.
How do we do this without raising suspicion?
Let's start with what we know. First, McDonough's a synth. Second, he's not a particularly pop. And third,
Where are you going with this?
we can't barge into Diamond City guns blazing. The only way that... If we show them they're more likely...
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. Could you be more specific?
If you pose as an specific, get McDonough alone in his office. Once you've got the recording, shoot the
That's
motherfucker.
not my problem. Wait, what?
Show the recording to someone on the
You
Diamond City
people are
Council.
damn nosy.
They
Calm
can
it
take it from
down,
there.
pal.
Hey, if I thought for a second that would work, I would have tried.
Yeah, but our friend here isn't a ghoul. That gives this plan at least. Besides, you got a better idea?
Nobody cares.
I guess you got a good point.
So I can just head in and talk to McDonough?
If you can sell,
Good neighbor'd rest a whole lot easier with him out of the picture.
just reference IO and some confidential info.
Right.
I'll give you the report, too. Put it in your pocket and try to stand close to McDonough when he's talking.
Good work. Nikki, he ain't like those Institute psychos.
Hey there.
Far too busy to talk right now. I'm the mayor, after all.
Hey, Synth.
Ah, the courier. I trust you've been sent by our mutual friend, Mr. Io. I hope your journey here was uneventful.
Is it true there's a secret strong room under the mayor's office?
Security is part of what keeps Diamond City above the petty squabbles and misfortunes of the Commonwealth. I can't betray that for anything.
You didn't tell people you were a synth, did you?
I'd love to talk, but I have matters to attend to. I'll let you see yourself out. Do travel safely.
Don't change the subject. I'm the one asking questions here. Justin Ao thinks you're helping synths escape. I need to know the truth.
Some investigation, I assume? You two aren't trying to get me into hot water now, are you? Well, I'm sorry, I don't have time for any more questions. I'm a busy man. Enjoy your stay in our fair city.
I want answers. The Institute has ordered me to kill you. Start talking, or else.
What? How dare you? I am not just going to be discarded and tossed to the wolves. I'm the mayor, goddammit! Now, I'll tell you what's going to happen next. I'm walking out of this city, unharmed, with my dignity intact.
Not gonna happen.
I'm either walking out of the city a free man, or I'm killing as many of you as I can.
Fixed yourself for some time in a Diamond City jail cell. You're gonna stand trial. And these people are gonna have justice.
Please, you know how these people feel about synths. I won't be stuck in a prison while they gloat.
Deal with it.
So McDonough was a synth after all. Bitch.
Good job taking down that backstabber. He deserved it.
We owe you. Big. We'll take things from here.
Let me go.
Game over, asshole.
I won't rot in some jail cell.
You cause trouble, there's gonna be trouble. Got it?
You people are animals. That's why we took over.
Diamond City's down one less tyrant. Good riddance.
You know, with McDonough out of the picture, we're gonna need a new mayor.
Now there's something you don't see every day. Can't explain what the hell's going on here?
Easy. I'm really not looking for trouble.
Name's Jake. Jake Wilson. Chairman of the Diamond City Council. I was just on my way up to confront our ex-butterballing chief here when I heard the commotion. Only caught the last part of that conversation, but jeepers. So he really was a synth. I know this is a long shot, but you didn't happen to get a recording of that confession, did you?
You're in luck. Got it right here.
No fooling. Must be my lucky day. I don't know what sort of voodoo mind trick he used to pull that confession out of McDonough, but we could sure use someone with that kind of savvy around here. If you're willing to help us out.
Depends. What's in it for me?
Just trust me when I say being a friend of the council has its perks. Now let me explain the particulars. Sure, McDonough was crooked as a barrel of fishhooks, but he wasn't the one necessarily running the show.
What do you mean by that?
It's those upper stands bastards. Some of them are slicker than a slop jar. So rotten they've got more ways to fleece the public purse than a room full of pre-war lawyers. And if they get their way, McDonough's replacement could be even worse.
What are you suggesting?
The Latimers and the Codmans. Everyone knows these families are dealing off the bottom of the deck. But they're smooth operators, and we haven't been able to find any dirt that sticks to them. That's where you come in. The info I'm about to give you might provide some leads. Maybe you'll find something that we overlooked. But this is confidential, so keep it on the down low until you find some hard evidence. You got any questions before we get started?
What do you want with Diamond City?
In a nutshell, potable water, public education, occasional trash service, and reasonable trade policy. You can kiss all of that goodbye if the wrong puppet from the upper stands gets into power.
I'm ready to get to work.
What I'm giving you here is a holotape. It's got the minutes of the most recent Diamond City Council meeting. Our stenographer's prose isn't quite as exhilarating as an issue of Cat's Paw magazine. But if you read between the lines, you'll see what I mean about the Latimers and the Codmans. Let me know as soon as you find something we can use against them.
You don't look like you need another drink.